it's Amy here, and today I'm going to be doing the big book tag and my Friday reads. So you probably heard of the Big Book Tag. It has been on BookTube for a very long time. It was created by One Book, One Review. I will leave their channel link down below. And the rules of it are very easy. You simply have to share the top 5 biggest books that you have read on your bookshelf, biggest as in the length of the book, and then the top 2 biggest books that you haven't read yet. So let's begin. For the first 5 books, I'm going to go from the lowest number to the highest to make it a bit more exciting for you all. The first one is The Woman in White by Wilkie. This is 719 pages long. It's also a classic, which to me makes it feels like it's even more of an achievement to read a really long classic, because classics, for me anyway, take me a little bit longer to read. So this one, it did take me a while, but I absolutely adored it. I really do love Wilkie Collins' writing. Next, and probably one you're not surprised to see because I think it is on everybody's list for these videos, is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This is 766 pages long and definitely one of my favourite of the Harry Potter books. It's one that I specifically remember getting pre-ordered to my house on the day that it was released, and it arrived at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I just spent the whole day reading it, and I read it by the afternoon, I think. So I absolutely adore this book, and it's definitely one that I will reread throughout the whole of my life. Book number 3 is a fairly recent read, and that is Ship of Magic by Hobb. This is 880 pages long, and to be honest, I would say that it doesn't really feel like that when you're reading it, because the writing isn't particularly small, and the story is so kind of exciting and really pulls you through. You don't even realise that you're reading the book as quickly as you are, so I wouldn't say that this feels as big as it is. Book number 4 is A Clash of Kings by J.R.R. This is the second book in the Song of Ice and Fire series, and it comes in at 911 pages long. You all know that I love the Song of Ice and Fire series. I love the TV show, I love the books. My favourite book so far has been the second part of A Storm of Swords. I have yet to read A Dance with Dragons, but I'm waiting until Winds of Winter is out before I continue on, because I don't want to get to the end of Dance with Dragons and have nothing to read. So I'm waiting for Winds of Winter to get published. And finally, for the biggest books that I have read, is The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is a wonderful leather-bound bind-up of all 3 parts of the story. It comes in at 1,077 pages long, but to be honest, it doesn't even look like it's that big. I think it's because the pages are so thin. Like, they're like Bible pages, if you've ever picked up a Bible. They're like that, like almost transparent with how thin they are. So yes, that is the largest book on my shelf that I have read. Now moving on to the 2 biggest books that I have yet to read on my bookshelf, and the first one is The Luminaries by Eleanor Catton. This is 832 pages long, and to be honest with you, I don't even really know why I haven't picked it up yet, because it has been on my bookshelf for maybe more than a year, so I do need to do it soon. Maybe by the end of 2016 I will have it read, hopefully. Maybe you should get on my case. If you have read this book and you think it's amazing, let me know down below. And finally, for the biggest book on my shelf that I have yet to read, it is Little Dorrit by Charles Dickens. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before that I've never read any Charles Dickens, yet I seem to have 5 of Charles Dickens books in these lovely Penguin English Library editions on my shelf, and I still have never read any of them. To be quite honest with you, I don't think I'm going to be picking up this one anytime soon, because I think I want to try something a little bit smaller from Charles Dickens before diving into this huge book. So if you have any recommendations of what I should pick up from Charles Dickens first, let me know down below. Okay, so that was the tag. I'm going to tag 4 people that I've discovered recently on BookTube. You should definitely check them out if you haven't seen them already. They are Adam at Memento Mori, Peter at Peter Likes Books, Katie at Books and Things, and Amanda at Amanda J. All of them are wonderful people. I really enjoy their videos, so go and have a look in the description if you haven't seen any of them already. Finally, I'm going to share with you my Friday reads, my weekend reads, or my currently reading pile. All 3 of these books are really large, so they fit in with this whole big book video, so I've done pretty well there. Firstly, we have The Little Friend by Donna Tartt. I'm about 300 pages or so into this book. I'm really enjoying it. I think I just really connect with Donna Tartt's writing. Like, I really enjoyed The Secret History, the story of that. The story of this one is very different, but I'm very much enjoying it anyway. Look out for this one in my July wrap-up. Secondly, we have The Mad Ship by Hobb. This is the second book in the Live Ship Traders trilogy. I'm about 250 pages in, loving it so much more than the Farseer trilogy. This trilogy is just on point. I'm really loving it, so I'm looking forward to sharing my thoughts with you once I finish the whole trilogy. It's just phenomenal. And my final book, which isn't huge but it is very dense, is The Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien. I am about 115 pages in, and as you can see, like, it's not huge, like, I don't have that much left, but it's very dense. Like, everything is just, there's so much stuff so many names of people. Like, each character in this book has like 3 different names in different languages, so it's very hard to keep track of. This isn't a book that you can read just when you want like something light and kind of easy to read. Like, you have to be paying attention to know what is going on in this book. Nonetheless, I am really, really enjoying it. I think I'm just having to pick and choose the times that I read it, because otherwise I'm missing a lot of stuff and I'm like, hey, what just happened? I don't know, because it's really, really dense. Like, compared to The Lord of the Rings, this is like on another level of crazy amount of people and stuff going on. But I will finish this book. It's one of my resolutions for this year to read the Silmarillion, so it will be done. So as all of those books that I'm currently reading are pretty big, I'd like to pick up something slightly shorter so that I can have it on the go with me. I'm going on a train journey tomorrow, so I'd like to take something slightly smaller with me. So if you would like to come over to my Instagram at some point today, I'm going to be putting up a picture of, say, 4 or 5 books that are slightly shorter that I can't really make a decision on. And if you'd just like to tell me what book you think I should pick up next, I'm just going to go with what you guys think, because I thought that would be a fun little thing for us to do on a Friday. It's nearly the weekend and I love to have you guys choose a book for me. So there we are, that's the end of the video. Do let me know down below what huge books you've read, or what huge books you've got on your shelf yet to read, or what you are currently reading. I would love to talk to you down below. As always, I will leave links to Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, everything I've mentioned today down below. I hope you're all having a fantastic day and I will see you soon. Bye! In July I read 11 books, so I'm just going to jump straight into it, otherwise this video is going to be really long. As always, I'm going to be going from my lowest star rating to my highest star rating. Let's go. So